If you're still relying on expensive agencies, inconsistent freelancers, or a slow team that runs your marketing, then you're already behind. The biggest e-commerce brands are now leveraging AI to replace half of their entire team, and not only to get faster results, but also to get better results. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build your own AI operator systems for creative strategy, better research, product development, CRO, whatever you need in 4 simple steps. Without wasting time, let's get straight into it. And before I really want to show you the 4 steps framework, real quick about myself. My name is Dan. I'm already for 6 years in the e-commerce game. First, I was scaling my own stores, and the last 2 years, my team and I were partnering up with qualified e-commerce brands, and we help scale the revenue, but more importantly, the profits by leveraging email and SMS marketing. That's enough about me. You can watch all of the case studies on my Twitter, on my YouTube. The reason why I'm showing you this is because it's really important that if you're gonna take advice from me, that it is someone that has actually skin in the game. Okay, so let's talk about the AI framework. Before I want to show you the 4 steps, real quick, this email was sent by the founder or the CEO of Fiverr, and basically in his whole message he was saying, if you're not going to leverage AI, then probably you're going to be replaced in the next 10 months. And this is not something that needs to be scare you off, but you need to see this as a big opportunity. Right now you can get way more output, but also better output by leveraging AI. So this is like a very big company, right? A lot of people working at Fiverr, and this is something that the CEO sent out to them, not to scare them off, but to really make them aware of the opportunity to leverage AI in your business. Why? AI is a game changer for e-commerce brands as well. So probably at the moment you're using your own GPT, you're using a team, freelancers or agencies. And what is the bottlenecks with this is that it takes a lot of time. You have a lot of meetings, a lot of back and forth in Slack. You're waiting days for feedback or executions. You need to train new people who just don't get your brand. You will hire people. Some of them are good, some of them are not good. It takes a lot of time. And if you're using your own AI, and if you notice that the output is not the best, probably because you're not giving the best input. Okay, so that takes a lot of time. You spend also more money if you're using your own GPT, a team or agencies. You need to pay an agency retainer. If you have full-time hires, you still need to manage them and pay them a full-time salary. Most important, you get inconsistent results because people, team members, not good build of AI systems have limitations in data processing, and I will come back to this later. And nobody will fully understand your brand or data like you do. And also the quality goes up and down depending on who's working on it. So that is really what most of the brands are having right now. And maybe you are using already AI and it doesn't work, or work already with an agency that is delivering you results. So why should you change? What changes when you build your own AI operator? You get more time back because you're not dependent on others. You have lower operational costs because you don't have an agency or freelancer fees or full-time salaries. You get more consistent and on-brand output, and I will show you a real example in the next minute. And you can faster testing, and that equals to more growth. And AI works 24/7. It has never a hangover. It's never tired. It always works whenever you want it to work. That is one of the things that would change. And to show you like an example on how that works is, and also to get better results than you do now or your competitors, is by building your own AI operator. You need to realize that if you're going to use AI or you want to replace your agency, you need to give some context pillars to your AI, okay? And one of the things that AI can do very well is data processing. If you share all of your information about your brand with the AI, like products information, all of your customer avatars, your advertising performance, think of your winning advertisement, your worst winning advertisement, your hooks that you use, your reviews, your customer service questions, all of the data from your competitors. It has a lot of information about your brand. You can also, and that's something you need to realize, is that you can use and leverage all of the information that's available, that exists on the internet about your customer avatar. So the AI has knowledge on all of the articles on Reddit, on newspaper, podcasts, videos, blogs, right? So all of this information you can already leverage with AI. And imagine if you combine that with all of the information about your brand. But not only there, you can use best practice D2C strategies that are available on the internet. So you can get the best creative strategies, the best ad strategies, the best product development strategies, or customer retention strategies, right? So all of these things that big brands are using, those strategies is already online. And if you can ask that correct information/strategies, then you can get the same output that $1 million brands are using, but then applied for your own brand. What's really important about AI, it's always learn and up to date. So let's say there's new information online, it will take that into account. So now if you're having an update about your brand, you need to update your team, your agencies, but AI has it already included. It learns from feedback. So same with human, if you're saying one one thing and you give it as feedback, then it remembers for all the time. Plus, it can also process new context that you add. So let's say you're launching new advertisement and you have a very good results on that. You can upload those results and it takes it into account. What are the hooks? What's the performance? Why is it good? So that's also one really good part about the AI, that it keeps all of these things in mind. And to show you like an example for a creative strategist, you can tell the AI and train the AI that it should act like a creative strategist for your brand. It knows exactly what you want and how you want it, right? Because it has all of the data, products, your performance, reviews, whatever, like all of this information, it is included. It keeps it in mind. It knows everything about your brand, all information about your brand, data, winning and losing ads and creatives, and why is it important. So if it's going to create a new concept for you, it knows what works and what not works. It knows the data about your customer avatar and reviews, so it knows exactly what is good, what should we highlight and what not. It has the data about competitors, so if you're uploading the hooks, the advertisement of your competitors, it also keeps that in mind. And it can also use best practice creative strategies. So let's say the breakthrough advertisement principles is a very good one to include into your own AI, like, hey, use the principles of the breakthrough advertisement. Or if you're watching a YouTube video or listen to a podcast or a course, right, you can upload the transcripts of those videos as to use those context or principles within that specific type of content. And that is like an example on how you can leverage the AI with a simple prompt: write me a new creative concept for XYZ based on the data of my latest concept and my new competitor ads, and boom, it will do that, but with all of this information in mind. And that is something that a human could never do. Okay, it cannot keep in mind 300 advertisements, all of your 500 different ads that you've tested in the past, or all of your competitor hooks. And the results is, and I don't want to promise you golden mountains, but it will definitely save you some time. It will increase your revenue because it has all of those data processing points. It works 24/7, so you're never waiting or relying on team members that are sick or agencies that are slow. And it will save you a lot of cost because AI, I pay $20, $30 for my GPT and I get way better results than paying 2 to 3K for an agency or a freelancer. So how can you get started with building your own AI operator without getting overwhelmed? Okay, because AI can be overwhelming, and breaking it down so you can really understand it by the end of this video, to show you like a real example on how that even looks like, so you can copy paste it into your own GPT, Claude, whatever you're using, is step one, who's your AI? Okay, and this is like a system prompt I'm going to show you, but you need to think of an AI like hiring a new team member. You need to define their role. Same with AI, you need to be crystal clear about what job they are doing. So let's say we're putting it in context as a D2C creative strategist, is that you really need to explain the role of the AI. So you're an expert direct-to-consumer creative strategist specializing in Facebook advertising concepts for, and then the brand, that aligned with brand guidelines, tone of voice, and specific customer goals. With native level fluency, multiple languages, you possess deep knowledge of human psychology, marketing techniques, and brand communication. Your primary function, your mission is to craft high-converting Facebook ad concepts that convert cold audience into the brand's names and customers by combining brand-specific knowledge, proven D2C strategies, and user-provided campaign context. Guys, this is like an example how you should build your own AI operator. If you're just going to open a new chat and ask me, hey, give me some concepts about the ads, or you're just sending your URL, or you give him some context, that is not enough, right? You need to really build a system that you can train over time, and with feedback and data that you provide, okay? So that is really step one, who's your AI? And you can optimize this for CRO, for product development, hiring, right? Whatever you want to achieve. Step number two is the process. How does it think and work? Your AI needs a step-by-step thinking process. Just like training a new team or agency, show them your methodology. Don't blame me on my pronouns there. What it means is that you need to make really clear how it should go through the entire process. Same with if you're having a creative strategist, you also give them step one is analyze data, step two is this, step three is that. And that's the same with AI. And this is like one of the things that we are using. Okay, so before start any task, reread and fully internalize the step-by-step process outlined by the user, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but then step one is information gathering. So the user will give information, these things. Ask a follow-up question if things are not clear. So instead of just getting a reply from the AI, make sure that you're using step by step and that you're allow the AI to ask follow-up questions if information is incomplete. Okay, step 2 is like the knowledge base analyze. So all of the information that you're uploading in step 3, right? Make sure to analyze it. Step 3 is use the best practice like strategies, like in this case, Facebook ads formats, whatever, latest optimization strategies, concept generation. So that is one of the things that is really important, to ask 3 to 5 different concepts. But then what you can do is upload your concepts that you are testing, so it knows exactly the structure, and that way it will provide the same output as that you're basically doing within your current ads. Number 5 is, once you've done all of these things, ask for feedback. This is how you should communicate. This is the guidelines, right? What it always should do, what it never should do. And if you're having this in your system prompt, guys, combined with this, and I will show you later on how to do that, it will really get you a strong creative strategist that is working 24/7, save you a lot of time, and get you better results. Step 3 is context. What does it know about your business? The AI needs to know your business like a real employee or agency would. Shit input is shit output, right? If you hire someone new and you don't give any trainings, no SOPs, probably the outcome is that person is not going to get you the best work. Same if with an agency, if you're not providing all of the information, probably get shit output back. And it's the same with AI, okay? So if you're uploading a brand doc, right, with your brand voice values, targeting customers, brand guidelines, whatever it is with the information, gets already like information about your brand. And the beautiful thing is, what I've also added in here is you can even create this with AI. So if you don't have it, just go to an AI, ask, hey, I want to create a brand guideline for my brand. This is my URL, this information, blah, blah, blah. And you get it. And you can use that into this AI. Customer feedback. This is a very important review, support tickets, customer survey, because this teaches AI your customers' real language and pain points. Because if you have 100 reviews, so much data on how to write, how is your audience talking, what words should it use, what things should it highlight it and what not. But same with your support tickets, right? What are the most questions that you get? So we can highlight, take that into account with new concepts. Performance data, this is a really important one. What is your results from your creatives, like spend, ROAS, CTR, conversion rate, etc. You can export it from Facebook, so it also knows that if it created a creative concept, tested it, you send back the data, it knows what works and what not. So for a new version, it basically takes all of that data into account. Okay, so this teaches AI your best and worst performing creatives. And you can even go further, right? The more docs, the better. You can do competitor analysis. You can upload Reddit forms, extra customer avatars doc, and all of your other research that you can include. Step number 4 is knowledge integration. What external expertise does it have? And this is what separates the good AI operators from great ones. You're going to feed your AI external expertise. What does that mean is you really want to make sure that the AI is better than you. So how can you do that is by uploading extra content, right, or context about specific things that the AI can use in order to get you better results. One of the things is principles from great advertisers, right? Alex Hormozi, Davey Fogarty, breakthrough advertisements. Another course video or podcast that you've watched, someone that has more knowledge than you that you can upload, right? And then you can say something like, if you're creating a new concept, use the principles of Alex Hormozi on ad copy, right? And then it will actually write and things like the principles of Alex Hormozi. These 4 steps, guys, will get you so much better results. And to show you how you can build that, let's say we want to build this, you can go to your AI, you can create a new one, you go to instructions, you add this part here, and this part you can add here. And now you have a system prompt, okay? And now you can upload all of your knowledge, like your brand doc, all of those things, you can upload it in here as files. And then you have basically already your creative strategist AI, okay? So that simple is it. But you need to take some time to really think on what should it do, how does it think and work, what context is relevant, and what other knowledge can you give to the AI to get better output. So how to use it, right? That's basically what I just showed you. Like, just create a new project into your AI cloud, whatever AI you're using. Also, don't overcomplicate it, okay? Just build your first AI team member. And I will show you later some tips on what works really well in order to train it. But to start with the beginning, create a new AI project, define the role, right? Product development, creative strategist, CRO expert, customer service, write the process it should follow, right? Step 1 is this, step 2 is this, step 3 is this, really important. Then create your system prompt, what I did over here. Then start a new chat, give it brand context. You can add a voice memo on what you want. And what I would recommend is to use the tool Super Whisper. It's basically this one, and what it allows you to do, you can use a voice memo of your phone or from ChatGPT itself, but probably you are saying a lot of, like I'm doing right now in this video, like and stuff like that, or you're saying something wrong. This Super Whisper is basically filtering that all out, so it gives you already like the output of your voice memo in a prompt that can reach the AI the best. Okay, so that's one thing that I would really recommend. Often we know things in our head, what we want to say, but we don't know how to write it, and that's why you can use voice memos like Super Whisper that can actually bring your thoughts by just speaking into a really good prompt, and that's what you can send. Then what's really important, test, tweak, and repeat. The best way to learn how to use AI is by asking the AI, okay? So if you're starting with this, you're getting output that you don't like, ask why that is. Like, I got a full-time AI developer, and when I was working with him in Bali building our software, I was often asking him like, hey bro, how can I, what should I ask, how can I, he said to me, everything that you ask me, ask the AI. What do I mean by that? Hey AI, I want to create a really good system prompt for this, this, and this. Can you help me with that? And then with that, you can just test, tweak, and repeat. Always ask if you see something that you just don't like about the output. Hey, why did you mention this? Because then it explains to you why it said it. Maybe it's something in your brand context that he took into this, or maybe there's something in the system prompt. And then you can just ask, okay, I don't want that. What should I change? Boom, you change it and you test again. And that is really what you should focus on today, because if you're looking at CEO Fiverr, same with Microsoft, they also fired 8,000 developers because literally with one developer now you can get 8 times more output with AI. Same with what Misha was mentioning here, the CEO of Fiverr. You should really learn how to work with AI to get way more efficient in your day-to-day task. If you don't know anything, then make sure to ask the AI and learn from it. And often a question that I get is like, what model should I use? ChatGPT, Claude, Google Gemini, Grok. Here's like a short breakdown of the benefits of each model. But usually what I do is I use all of them. So exactly this same prompt that I am using in here, I'm also pasting it into Claude, in Grok, in Google. And then I'm just the same voice memo that I'm sending to those 4 different AIs with the same context, and then I compare the output, because what you will know is that there will be differences, and you as a founder knows exactly what is better, and then you can take certain parts of each AI model from each output and use that to create your own creative concept. Okay, that's also what I'm mentioning here. Use all models. And to summarize it all, it's really important, guys. If you want to get faster results, better results, and even for lower cost, it's really important that you know how to give it the right role, know what context to give, and know how to structure the process. With that being said, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you have some learned or get insights from this. Don't overthink, start. If you have any questions, leave it below in the comments or ask me on Twitter. With that being said, good luck, and we speak very, very soon. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to subscribe and like. And with that being said, good day. Bye-bye.